Hey, hello, how do you do? Welcome to Sine or Cosine. I'm Shady Doorags and I want to talk about it. And what I want to talk about today is a subject I've wanted to talk about for a long time, since before the first episode. What I like to call the tip mentality. Now, a lot of you guys are going to hate me for what I'm about to say, but it's okay because I'm part hipster and I kind of like, that part of me likes being hated. I was at a restaurant once with a large group of people and our service was horrible. I asked for a glass of water. A glass of water! And I never got it. Irregardless of food, I didn't even get to order my food. I just asked for a glass of water and I never got it. The people in my party are paying. And I see them reaching for some cash. And I look at them and I say, you are not giving these people a tip. There is no way you're giving these people a tip. And they looked at me and said, I have to give them a tip. I have to give them a tip. It's rude not to. Don't worry, I'm going to give them a bad tip. No! No! Why? Why is this a thing? And this is what I call the tip mentality. This is, okay, first of all, let me make something clear. I'm not against tips. Tips themselves. I think tips themselves are a very, very good thing. If you want to, if somebody's done a real good job and you want to leave them extra money, do it. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. If you want to leave somebody a little extra money so they do a good job, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. My issue is, why is it expected, at least in American society, that if a person serves you, you have to leave them at least 15%. And a lot of people who, if you don't tip them, they see you as rude. You are in the wrong for not tipping. This does not register in my brain. I was taught growing up, when something is your responsibility, you do it to the best of your ability. Whatever you do is worth doing right. Growing up, my parents gave me an allowance. They also gave me chores. Logically, I connected the two. If I do my chores, I will get allowance. One week, I remember very specifically, I didn't do my chores. And I don't remember why. I was a very good boy. But I didn't do my chores for some reason. But I was willing to do the time. The end of the week came, and my dad gave me my allowance. I looked at my dad and I said, I don't deserve this. I didn't do my chores. I shouldn't be getting this. And he looked at me and said, you're not getting that because you did your chores? You're supposed to do your chores. You're getting that because you're part of this family. That's just a perk to being a part of this family. You are supposed to do your chores. You are obligated to do your chores. And that's how I was raised. Listen to me. You are supposed to do your job. It doesn't matter what job that is. If it's your job, you're supposed to do it, and you're supposed to do it well. You're honestly telling me you're going to go to your job and do it badly because nobody's giving you extra money? You are getting paid to do this job. I know a lot of y'all out there want to say, oh, you've probably never had a job that involves tips. Yes, I have. I was not only at a job that involved tips, but made a fairly decent amount of tips for what I was doing. And one of the catchphrases I came up with all the time was, I don't work for tips. The paycheck is what you are obligated to get. The paycheck is what you are obligated to get, not the tips. If you're still getting that paycheck, you should not be expecting. The key word here is expecting more. I do not understand why people expect to get more. A tip should be an unexpected reward. Unexpected. And so, some of you probably thinking, oh, you probably didn't do that well at your job. No. I did really well at my job. I was one of the best tip makers at my job. I did so well, they tried to promote me to manager like just a couple months in. Twice! And I worked with a lot of people who went to school in the serving industry, like went to college in the serving industry, and they tried to explain tips to me and explain why the tip mentality is so necessary. And one thing they always bring up is that there are jobs out there that pay less than minimum wage. So it's really not fair to not tip that person because they're making, what am I doing with my finger? Because they're making a lot less than what they should be. First of all, why are there jobs that pay less than minimum wage? It's called minimum wage for a reason. I do not get this. Why are we paying less than what we're supposed to, legally obligated to pay? That sentence came out wrong. Why are we paying less than what we are legally obligated to pay? I don't get that. I don't get that system. That makes no sense to me. It is stupid. Second of all, I didn't tell those people to go out and get a job that pays less than minimum wage. Why should I feel guilty about you choosing a job that pays you less than what you want to make? The tip mentality in itself, to me, is bad. The fact that you're doing your job, you're doing what you're supposed to, and you're expecting, it's expected of somebody to pay you extra for doing what you're supposed to. But what's really horrible is what I talked about at the beginning. If somebody does their job bad, you're expected to give a bad tip. Why am I giving any money to somebody who's not doing their job right? Let me tell you something. If I order a devilish pizza and you arrive 10 minutes late, do not point out to me that on the check there is a tip. You know why? Because you ain't getting none. You should not be paid extra to do your job badly. You want a pro tip on how to make tips? Here, let me tell you. See, let me just come. I want to. I want to make sure. I want to make sure you hear this. I want to make sure you hear this. If you want to make tips, try doing your job. I cannot believe it is expected of people to give extra money to people who are not doing their job well. You're giving money to people who are doing their job badly and calling it a bad tip. I don't believe in bad tips. If you're not doing your job well, you're not getting extra money. In any case, I might ask for a discount. Tips, man. The tip mentality. Once again, I want to reiterate, I'm not against tips. I'm not against paying extra money for people who do their job well, or paying them extra money so they do their job well. I'm not against that. I really don't like that if I walk into a restaurant and I have just enough money to pay the bill, I'm expected to feel guilty. Even if I have the best server in the world, it shouldn't be expected that they get extra money for doing what they're supposed to. Should we tip everyone in every job extra money for doing what they're supposed to? I mean, I understand their job wants to do that. I understand if you want to. I understand if you want to. If you want to encourage somebody to keep doing the excellent job they're doing. But it shouldn't be expected. It really should not. When you're at these jobs, working at these jobs, you shouldn't get mad when you don't get a tip. You did the best you could. I'm going off on a tangent now. That was what I wanted to talk about. I don't really know how to end this one. Kind of awkward silence as it is already. I'll catch you guys later. Be sure to tip your waitress. So don't say anything too loud. But do you know he said something like the technical term, and I'm just like, I'm not soliciting myself. I mean where I can get high. Oh! No.